All right, so get this. We go going deep on a heist today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one's so meticulously planned, so flawlessly executed
Okay.
that it earned the title Crime of the Century,
Wow.
the Brink's job.
I've heard of that one.
Oh, yeah, we've got a ton of sources here, like firsthand accounts,
Mm-hmm.
investigative reports,
Nice.
even some pop culture takes.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, we're going to extract all the mind-blowing insights for you.
That's what we do.
It's what we do.
So what makes this case so special?
Well, it wasn't just some smash and grab.
Oh,
You're
okay.
talking like next level planning and patience here.
Really?
Yeah, almost unheard of in the criminal world, I'd say.
Oh. I'm intrigued already.
Picture this 1950s Boston.
Okay.
Brinks Incorporated, they were the gold standard in security.
Yeah.
Their depot in the North End was practically impenetrable,
Oh, wow.
or so they thought.
Okay.
This gang, led by the mastermind, Tony Pino,
Okay.
they spent 2 years meticulously studying Brink's operation.
2 years.
2 years.
That's a long
They
time.
were like students prepping for the biggest exam of their life.
Wow.
Except the test involved making off with over $2.7 million,
That's,
which is a whopping $31 million in today's money.
oh my
It's
goodness.
wild.
That level of commitment,
I know,
though?
right?
Like, could that kind of discipline and focus be channeled
Right.
toward something, less illegal?
I know you got to admire the dedication, even if it was for a criminal enterprise.
I agree.
It highlights the power of setting a goal and sticking to it no matter how audacious it might seem.
Mm-hmm.
But here's where it gets interesting. Their success also hinged on a surprising factor:
Oh, what's that?
employee complacency.
Ah, the human element.
Right.
Despite all the high-tech security
Yeah.
measures, it's always the people, isn't it?
Always.
A door left unlocked, a key misplaced, lapse in vigilance.
Exactly.
These seemingly minor oversights created the perfect opportunity for Pino and his crew.
And they didn't just waltz in unprepared either.
Oh, so they had a plan.
Oh, yeah, they were masters of disguise. They
Interesting.
used those classic navy blue chauffeur uniforms,
Yeah. Okay.
gloves,
Uh-huh.
Halloween-style rubber masks,
Oh, wow.
all to blend in and move around unnoticed.
I can almost
You
picture
can
it.
almost picture them in those ill-fitting masks,
Yeah.
looking like something out of a low-budget gangster flick.
Right. I
I-
bet those disguises were surprisingly
Oh,
effective.
for sure, especially back then.
Yeah, in the 1950s, security cameras were far less common.
Right.
And facial recognition technology was the stuff of science fiction.
Yeah.
By dressing like they belonged, the gang was able to exploit that blind spot in security.
Okay, so it's January 17th, 1950, 7:10 p.m.
Got
The
it.
gang walks right in through that unlocked side door.
No way.
Talk about a security breach.
Seriously.
Inside, 5 employees are just going about their routine,
Okay.
completely unaware of what's about to hit them.
Oh, no.
It's intense.
So what happens
Well, the
next?
gang subdues the employees quickly and quietly. No Hollywood shootouts here.
Oh, okay.
Their movements are precise. Their
Mhm.
timing impeccable. They knew
Mm.
exactly where to go and what to grab.
Okay.
They loaded up the loot in just 30 minutes.
Wow.
All they left behind were a few strips of tape and some rope.
That's it.
That's it. And then poof, they
What?
vanished into thin air.
They just disappeared.
Gone. The country was in shock.
I bet.
Headlines screamed about the perfect crime,
Oh, yeah.
and the FBI was left scrambling for leads.
I can
It was a
imagine.
mess.
So what did the FBI do?
Well, that initial investigation was a frustrating exercise in dead ends.
Really?
The gloves and masks effectively eliminated fingerprints,
Okay.
and the gang's pact of silence. It
Uh-huh.
kept witnesses from talking.
Smart.
They resisted the urge to splurge, laying low, waiting for the heat to die down.
Mm.
Which was a smart move considering the FBI was offering a $100,000 reward,
Wow, that's a lot of money.
a king's ransom back then. But as we'll see, even the best laid plans can be undone by human nature.
Oh, this is where things get interesting.
And that's where things start to unravel for our mastermind.
I can't wait to hear what happens next.
You and me both.
The suspense is killing me.
Buckle up, it's about to get wild.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
So, they really outsmarted those security systems,
It's true.
but they couldn't outsmart their own weaknesses, I guess.
It's often the case, isn't it?
You'd think they'd learn.
Well, human nature is a powerful force.
That's for sure.
Even the FBI, with all their resources, they were relentless. But
Uh-huh.
it was the gang's own actions that brought them down in the end.
So what happened? What was the turning point?
Well, one of their own, Vincent Costa,
Okay.
he gets arrested
Huh.
for a totally unrelated crime in 1955.
Wow.
and facing a long prison sentence,
Oh,
he decides to make a deal.
so he flipped.
He spilled the beans, revealed all the intricate details of the heist, even named his accomplices.
No way.
Oh, yeah, it's a classic tale of loyalty pushed to its limits.
You think the others suspected he might talk?
It's hard to say, but the pressure must have been immense.
Yeah, I bet.
And the FBI, they were offering a huge reward.
All right, $100,000.
It's a lot to resist.
So Custa's confession, what did that do to the investigation?
It blew the case wide open. The FBI finally had the break they needed.
Must have been a huge relief for them.
I'm sure it was. They had been working tirelessly for years.
So what happened next?
Well, the trial was a media circus, of course.
Oh, I bet.
Newspapers were filled with stories about the heist,
Uh-huh.
the gang's meticulous planning, and then, of course, the ultimate betrayal.
Sounds like a movie.
It does, doesn't it?
So what was the verdict?
Guilty on all counts. In 1956, the hammer came down, long prison sentences for everyone involved.
Justice was served then.
In a way, yes, but there was one intriguing loose end.
Oh, what's that?
A significant portion of the stolen money.
Uh-huh.
It was never recovered.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, millions of dollars vanished without a trace.
So where did it go?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Literally.
Some speculate that it was laundered, invested in shady ventures, or maybe even hidden so well that even the gang members themselves couldn't find it.
That's wild.
It's like a real-life treasure hunt.
I know, right?
Wait.
Imagine stumbling upon a dusty suitcase filled with cash from the Brink's job.
It'd be quite a find.
So, okay, the money's missing, but what about the bigger picture? What about the legacy of this heist?
Well, it wasn't just a crime. It was a cultural phenomenon.
In what way?
The Brink's job became a symbol of daring and meticulous planning.
Mm-hmm.
It inspired countless books, documentaries, and even a major Hollywood film in 1978.
I've seen that one. It's pretty good.
It really raised the bar for heist stories, both in real life and on the big screen.
That's interesting. It's easy to get caught up in the romanticized version of the story,
Right.
Focusing on the gang's ingenuity and all that.
It's true.
But it's important to remember that this was a real crime with real victims. Those 5 employees who were tied up and left behind their lives were undoubtedly impacted by this event.
You're absolutely right. It's easy to forget about the human cost when we focus on the sensational aspects of the crime.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know what else? The Brink's job had a real impact on security protocols.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. After this highly publicized heist banks and armored car companies, they realized they needed to step up their game.
Makes sense.
It exposed serious vulnerabilities in the system, and that led to stricter security measures for transporting and storing money.
So the Brink's gang inadvertently contributed to advancements in security technology.
Ironic, isn't it?
It really is. But beyond the practical implications, this heist left an undeniable mark on our collective imagination, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's a story that speaks to our fascination with audacious schemes, meticulous planning, and the allure of the unknown.
And the fact that a big chunk of the loot is still out there.
It just adds to the mystery.
It keeps the story alive, that's for sure.
For sure, it keeps us speculating and asking, what if?
And that's the beauty of a good story, isn't it?
Exactly. It sparks our curiosity, makes us think about the choices people make, and leaves us with lingering questions.
The Brink's job is more than just a crime story. It's a window into human nature.
I like that.
It's a cautionary tale about the allure of risk and the fragility of even the best laid plan.
Well said.
It's amazing. We've talked about the meticulous planning, the audacity, the human flaws that led to their downfall, and even the impact on security measures. But there's this one aspect that I find super intriguing.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
The cultural impact.
It really has become a part of American folklore.
Yeah.
That blend of true crime and almost mythical status.
I know, right?
I mean, the Brink's job, it's inspired so many things.
Yes.
Books, documentaries, and of course that classic 1978 film with Peter Falk.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
So good.
But it's not just retellings of the facts.
Yeah.
It sparked this whole subgenre of heist movie.
Yeah.
Fictional stories that borrow those elements from the Brink's job.
I see what you mean.
The meticulous planning, the team dynamic,
Right.
the almost perfect
It's
execution.
a formula that works.
Why do you think heist stories capture our imagination so much?
Well, I think there's an element of wish fulfillment there. Like we all have those moments where we feel stuck.
Yeah, like up against the system.
Exactly.
Or just like the daily grind. And these heist stories,
They offer an escape.
they do. It's like a vicarious thrill.
Totally. These characters are taking risks, they're breaking the rule, and for a while they're winning.
It's true. It's like that Robin Hood thing.
Kinda. Yeah.
Except they're not giving the money back to the poor.
Not quite.
But there's still that sense of,
Yeah.
challenging authority.
Right. Outsmarting the powers that be.
Mm-hmm. And maybe a tiny part of us.
Wishes we could do it too. I think there's also that puzzle-solving element that appeals to us.
Right.
These intricate plans, the clever strategies, the
Yeah.
unexpected twists.
It's fun to try to figure it out.
Right. And with the Brink's job, we're still trying to solve that puzzle.
It's true.
I mean, we're still talking about it, debating the details, trying to figure out why they did it.
Yeah.
And then there's that mystery of the missing million.
Oh, yeah. Did they hide it somewhere so clever even they couldn't find it?
It's possible, or did they launder it somehow?
Yeah. Maybe just vanish.
Who knows?
It's a question that keeps us coming
It does.
back.
We love a good mystery.
So I guess beyond the intrigue and the speculation, the Brink's job offers some lessons too.
Right. It does. It reminds us that even the best plans can fall apart.
Because of human mistakes.
Exactly. Human fallibility.
I got to be vigilant too, right?
Absolutely. Both personally and when it comes to security.
Because actions have consequences.
Always. Sometimes bigger than we expect.
So as we wrap up our deep dive, we want to leave you with one final thought. If you were part of that gang, where would you have stashed your share?
That's a good question. Would you bury it like a pirate's treasure?
Maybe.
No.
Or come up with some elaborate scheme, invested somewhere far away.
Or create a complicated web of transactions.
To hide your ill-gotten gain.
Exactly.
I love these
Me
what ifs.
too.
It makes you think. Imagine stepping into their shoes.
Making different choices.
Facing different consequences.
The possibilities are endless.
The Brink's job, it's more than just a crime story.
It is.
It's like a window into human nature. It's a story about
and the
risk.
fragility of plans.
And maybe, just maybe, it's a reminder to double-check those locks tonight.
Advice.